A very good morning, students. Myself, Mrs. Dipali. In the last session, already we have started your third chapter of Civic, the features of the Constitution. Within that, introduction, federalism, to till parliamentary system of the government. That much we have studied. Today we are going to start with the next point, the independent judiciary. See, children, the Indian Constitution has created an independent judiciary. The disputes that cannot be resolved mutually are referred to the judiciary. The court hears both the contesting parties, look into the injustices of any and give its judgment. This has to be done impartially. The Constitution has made several provisions to ensure that the judiciary remains more and more independent. For example, judges are appointed by the president and not by the government. It is not easy to remove the judges from their office. Next point, the single citizenship. The Indian Constitution has granted a single citizenship to all Indians, that is Indian citizenship. Then the process of amending the Constitution. There comes up a need to make changes or amendments in the provision of the Constitution due to changing circumstances, but frequent amendments to the Constitution may lead to a situation of instability. The procedure of amendment is specified in the Constitution itself so as to ensure that an amendment is made only after giving it a careful consideration. The procedure for amendment in the Constitution is unique. It is neither too difficult nor too easy. More scope has been provided for giving more consideration and thought to important amendments. The procedure is also flexible to ensure that general amendments can be brought about easily. Next point, the Election Commission. You must have read about the Election Commission in the newspaper since India has adopted a democratic form of government. People have to elect their representatives periodically. For this, the election have to be conducted in a free and fair atmosphere. Only then will the citizens be able to elect a candidate of their choice without any fear or pressure. If the government were to conduct election, there might be no guarantee of such free, fair and just atmosphere for the election. Hence, the Constitution has entrusted the responsibility of conducting elections to an independent machinery. This machinery is known as Election Commission. The responsibility of conducting all elections in India rests with the Election Commission.